Hi, you guys. I am back. Welcome back to the channel. Come on into the live. Make sure you guys like this video, share this live, and as always, welcome. If you want to see more content on your favorite celebrities, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much for those of you that have liked the video. Thank you for watching my videos all the way through. That is helping with my watch hours. I'm not new to YouTube, but this is a new channel. So I want to make sure that I'm getting my watch hours up. So if you guys can watch my videos all the way through, I would really appreciate that. Okay. So you guys see the title. You see the title. So we're going to get into it when it comes to Blueface and Krishan. I've done readings on them in the past. And I was intuitively getting messages too, even in dreams and things like that, which is really strange because I don't really watch them. But, you know, sometimes things happen in the spirit realm for whatever reason, and I'm shown things for whatever reason. There's always some type of lesson or learning lesson behind it, even if this is kind of crooked. Even if I don't really understand what it means at the time, there's always like an explanation as to why I'm seeing certain things, why I'm having certain dreams and things like that. Okay. Um, so yeah, come on in, check on in. All right. For Blueface's reading, I'm gonna be using the Music Tarot because he is a rapper. So it's only fitting to use this particular tarot deck. So I'll be using that for their reading today. Just tapping into the energy. And my disclaimer, as always, is, you guys, I don't know any of these people personally, nor do they know me, right? So everything that I am saying is allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Of course, you know, I'm not doing any of this with any malice. I have pure intentions, good intentions. However, you know, this is also to entertain. So don't take anything I say personally or as the end all be all. I am simply a tarot reader, but, you know, my intention is for my readings to not come off as malicious, but also to be as accurate as possible according to my intuition and the messages that I'm picking up on with the help of the tarot cards. Okay. I have done readings on them in the past. I will link them below so you guys can use it as reference. There were a few predictions that I had made in regards to Krishan kind of being affiliated with the Bloods. You know, as we all know, Blueface is Crip, right? And again, my disclaimer, I am not condoning gang violence or anything like that, and I'm not affiliated with any particular group, okay? However, I did tap into their energy. And yeah, so I was pretty correct with Krishan dealing with, you know, people that are in the opposing gang, right? She was affiliated with a lot of Bloods. And I also, the dream that I had was really a warning. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I will reference the video below. I think it was, I had went live and I talked about it in real time. So you guys can kind of scroll down my live section and find that video where I feel like, you know, it was a warning for Blueface for when he comes out of prison. So now that Blueface is back home, they are trending. And my channel does focus on money, career, and celebrities. So it's only fitting for me to do a reading on Blueface, okay? And what is next for him? What could we expect from him? And things of that nature. All right. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you guys are new to my channel, new to this live, thank you. Thank you for watching. Just make sure you like this video. I don't ask for any donations. Just like the video. And if you can, you know, watch it all the way through. Okay. All right. All right. calling on my ancestors, my spirit guides to protect me as I channel this message. Protect me from any distractions, any disturbances, any dark energy, because there is a lot of dark energy surrounding Krishan and Blueface. So protect me from any malicious, dark energy that is not of my highest good. We return to sender. Protect myself and the audience. All right. So let's get right into this reading. So show me Blueface. Show me Blueface. What's next for him? What could we expect from him? Well, show me current energy. What's the current energy for Blueface? And then we'll get into, what could we expect? Show me Blueface's energy. What's the current energy surrounding Blueface? Okay. Blueface is coming out as the King of Wands, y'all. Look at Marvin Gaye. Okay. Blueface is going to speak his mind. We've already started seeing him on podcasts. I believe he was on DDG's podcast, yesterday or the day before? So we're definitely going to see him talking a lot more, speaking his truth. I feel like he's matured when it comes to his thinking, but it is going to take time. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like the King of Swords is someone that is very articulate, speaks their mind, and speaks the truth, okay? Or at least speaks their truth, their version of things, all right? So that is what I'm getting. Also, hi to all of you in the comment. I can't really see the comments too much. So if I don't say hi back, I'm not being rude, but thank you so much for watching. So so he is coming out as the King of Swords, you guys, okay? So we're going to hear a lot from Blueface, a lot of communication, lots of interviews. He is going to be doing interviews, and he's going to be speaking from a place of authority, okay? He is affiliated with the Crips, which is Crips and Bloods. He's affiliated with the Crips. So I think it's funny that the seat that he's sitting on is a blue seat, right? For Blueface. He's in the skies. Okay, so he's going to get a lot off his chest. A lot of things that he wanted to speak on. We will see him speaking on that, okay? What else? Clarify the King of Swords when it comes to Blueface. 5 of Coins. Okay, so there is a loss of money here. The 5 talks about a loss of something. In this situation, this is talking about his finances. His finances are not where he wanted it to be. There is a loss of money. He lost a lot of money while he was incarcerated for the past 2 years. Okay, so he is trying to rebuild himself, right? He's trying to rebuild himself as this King of Swords, right? To gain some, some financial income, some financial stability. Someone right now is feeling like they're left out in the cold. This could be Krishan, or this could be someone in his energy that feels like they're being abandoned financially. Like he may not be, Blueface is not taking care of me financially the way that I want him to, things like that. So a lot of people are looking to Blueface to take care of them financially, okay? But there is some type of financial loss here. Okay. Clarify the King of Swords with the 5 of Coins. The Fool card. New beginning. So he's starting new. He's starting fresh. Blueface is going to rebrand himself. I think part of his brand is, he has a bunch of tattoos on his face. He's visibly bigger. Gained a lot of weight. Lots of tattoos on his face and things like that. So this new beginning here, it can go both ways. It's like he's stepping into the unknown, but this person is also on a cliff, right? So they can easily fall into a lot of emotional manipulation, a lot of emotional damage. He can easily fall off and not be seen from again. So let's see what's going to happen after this new beginning with the Fool card, okay? Someone is not making really good decisions here. I feel like this is also Krishan's energy here, right? As this woman here. Someone is not making good decisions here, okay? There's a lack of trust. Blueface doesn't trust people with money, okay? The yellow talks about trust. This is a color of trust, your intuition, your gut feeling, that yellow color, okay? So But it being side by side with the Five of Coins, I'm getting that he's not really trusting people with his money. Okay. And I don't blame him. I mean, they didn't really do a good job, while he was away. So I don't blame him. All right. What else for Blueface? What else? Show me current energy. I'm going to stick to the current energy. And then we'll tap into. All right. So his current energy is a star. So we're going to hear new music. He's definitely coming out with, he is a rapper. So he's in the studio. We're going to hear from him on podcasts. We're going to hear from him in interviews, and things like that. Okay. This is the star card. So he is the star of the show. He's the star of the circus. And I say circus not to be offensive or to be smart. That's literally what they call themselves, is the circus. Blueface, Krishan, Jaden, his mother, and the rest of the family and things like that. So they call themselves the circus. So I'm literally repeating what they're saying. So I do feel like he's the star of this. I mean, let's see. Let's see what comes of this, okay? The star card does talk about wishes coming true. So mentally, I feel like he is in a good space. I feel like he could even be overly confident. I'm getting to with this King of Swords. He could be overly confident, like, oh, I'm going to make all this money. And then he's hit with the Five of Pentacles. It's like, it's not really giving, it's not really paying off financially. So this could be someone that is overly confident, okay, a bit arrogant, but they see themselves as a star. And it's like, F everybody else. I'm the star of the show. I'm back. You know what I mean? And he wants to start a new beginning. He does, but we'll clarify that a little bit later. Okay, what else? The Two of Pentacles. Yeah, look, y'all, it's going from the 5 to the 2. So this is a loss of money. This is loss of finances. Finances are not looking too good. He is going to have to, he's partnering up with people that are not of his best interest financially. It may seem that way on the surface, but I do feel like, going from the 5 to the 2 is kind of like, okay, there is a loss of money here. This is someone juggling finances. This is someone not financially stable. So this is, just being overly confident, like, oh yeah, I'm the man, I'm the star, but your bank account may not necessarily be saying that. Now, am I saying that Blueface is broke? No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that there is a loss of money, okay? He's not where he wants to be financially, okay? So this is someone kind of going back and forth as far as finances. Like, they have money coming in, but it's not... It's like the more money that comes in, the more that is being spent, okay? So it's not stable. What else when it comes to Blueface? And as you guys come in, all I ask that you like this video. So there is a Queen of Coins here. So this is someone in his energy. I feel like this is his mother. This is Carlissa's energy, okay? With this, I was more so getting Krishan, okay? Like him not trusting Krishan, okay? Krishan does want to start a new beginning with him, but he sees her as the fool, as stupid, dumb, naive. She wants to start a new beginning, but it's not on solid ground, okay? This person is standing over a cliff here, all right? And they don't have much. This person doesn't have much. Like, all they have is this little bag, they're packing light. This person is kind of like nomadic, like moving from place to place. They're constantly in search of a new beginning, like always in search of something new, something exciting, right? This person is on a constant journey, but they're facing the 5 of Pentacles. So the way the cards are coming out, that's how I'm reading it, right? So this Fool is facing the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is a loss of money. So they're not really going in a good direction here, okay? This person wants to constantly start over, which I feel is Krishan. She wants to constantly start over with him. Like, oh, Blue is back home. Let's start this new beginning. Let's get this money. But it's not giving that, all right? Now, his mother is the one that is stepping up as the Queen of Coins. This Queen of Pentacles energy. Loyal, grounded, there for her son, has his back. This usually gives Taurus energy, Virgo, or Capricorn, right? She doesn't necessarily have to be those signs. I'm not sure what Carlissa's astrological sign is, but she is the breadwinner. She is holding down the fort financially. Okay, so she's really doing her best to get him out of this Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles energy. Okay, but she holds the money, she holds the resources. She's the family woman. She's taking care of the home, taking care of the kids. This is Carlissa's energy in this present moment. Okay. All right. What else? What else when it comes to Blueface? Okay, the World card. So we're going to see a lot more of him. World Wide Web, World Stage. So yeah, y'all, he's back, and the shenanigans, the shenanigans have resumed as if nothing happened, okay? They are back to their regularly scheduled program. So the World card does talk about, this is kind of like a new phase. This could also even be like a positive card. So we may see positive changes as far as what Blueface is saying, what he's communicating. I do feel like there is growth within him here. Because he's coming up as the King of Swords, okay? So I do feel like we are going to see change in him. We're going to see growth, and we're going to see that playing out in the public eye. Okay. But with Stevie Wonder, you see Stevie Wonder's in this World card here. I'm also getting that there's something he's not seeing. There's something that Blueface is blinded to, or he may be blindsided by something here. Okay. He may be a bit oblivious to people's intentions around him. But again, this is all part of a learning phase for him. This is divinely guided. The World card is a major arcana. So this is something that is divinely guided. This is something that is going to change his world, okay? Okay, I do see drug addiction as well surrounding him. There's an energy of drug addiction around him because Amy Winehouse was the bottom card as I was shuffling. And, you know, we all know Amy Winehouse did pass away from a overdose. So there is a lot of that around him, okay? Well, I don't want to say a lot of it, but it is around him. So there is someone in his energy, allegedly, that is addicted to drugs, abusing drugs, or something of the sort. Okay? Ooh. And they're being judged for it. Okay? So we have the Judgment card coming out next here. This is someone being judged for their actions. This is someone, you know, using their voice to speak up for themselves, right? But they're being judged for it. This is someone reviving something that was once dead. So I do feel like there is a part of Krishan that wants to revive this relationship again with Blueface. But I don't feel like it's going to work out in the way that she thought, because the next card after the Judgment card is the Three of Swords, right? The Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak. So she's not going to get what she wants out of it. So I'm getting she wants a relationship. She wants something to be revived, you know? The Judgment card talks about people that are dead being risen up from the dead. They're being risen up into heaven. They're being revived, being restored. This is what I feel like she wants, right? But she's not going to get that. There is some type of heartbreak here. There's disappointment. Okay, so I don't feel like she's going to get what she wants out of this situation. I don't even feel like Carlissa is going to get what she wants out of this situation either. Okay. Yeah, the Ten of Wands. Someone is working too hard, feeling pressure, feeling burdened. This could be Carlissa or Blueface's energy, or people in his energy that feel a lot of pressure, right? They feel a lot of pressure. They feel a lot of heavy burden now that he is home. So it's not really, I mean, it's giving circus. They call themselves a circus, and that's what it's giving, okay, with the Ten of Wands. So let's keep going. What else? What else for Blueface? Show me Blueface current energy. Can I get 2 more cards for Blueface's current energy and the energy surrounding him? Ooh, you guys. All right, so there is an ending happening here. Okay, the Death card doesn't necessarily mean death in the literal sense. It could just be This is the energy surrounding him in the present moment. There's a lot of changes happening. A lot of old ways are dying. So old ways of doing business, old ways of, you know, taking action and things like that. A lot of those things are dying. So we're definitely seeing, we're going to see Blueface change. And that could be for the better or the worse. That's really up to him. Okay. But the death card does talk about a major transformation, life-changing transformation. Okay. Mm. Yeah, someone is feeling burdened. Oh boy. Okay. Can I have one more card for Blueface's current energy? One more card for Blueface's current energy. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. There's also a part of him that really wants to relax. Like, he needs rest. Blueface needs to rest, okay? But I do feel like, you know, the Emperor is the bottom card, all right? So the Emperor is someone that is in control of their family. They are the ones that delegate. They rule their home, the way their home is ran, the way the family's ran, the structure, discipline. So this is his potential. This is what, you know, Blueface could grow into, this Emperor energy. But it is going to take something to collapse. It's going to take the foundation to completely dissolve in order for him to rebrand and rebuild something more solid, you know? The Justice card on the bottom also talks about, it could talk about the justice system. It could talk about more legal issues, legal troubles happening. But I feel like this is for his highest good. Okay, I feel like he is going to handle it well, right? The Six of Swords lets me know that things are on the up and up. Things are going to be moving in a positive direction. But there is balance that needs to be restored here. So this could also talk about legal issues, okay? Restitution, retribution, things like that. So yeah, so the current energy is the Four of Swords. So he's really thinking about his next move. I do feel like he does need to rest, okay, and kind of like take things easy right now. And the cards are showing that because there is an ending happening. I feel like he's going to reach a point where he's going to feel a lot of heavy burden. And I feel like it's going to be from the public. So he may not get the support that he wants publicly. Like, people are not really fond of the whole Blueface and Krishan and the whole circus. Like, people are not really fond of that. So because this is playing out in the world stage, I feel like he's going to get backlash with the Ten of Wands. He's going to get backlash from this. Okay? People are judging him. They're calling judgment on what they're seeing, what's being shown in the World Wide Web. Okay? But he is going to speak his mind, though. We're not going to, you know, like I said, he's definitely speaking his mind here. Could be a bit arrogant, but, you know, he's telling his truth. Okay? All right. Show me in the near future for Blueface. What could we expect from Blueface in the near future? So the end of this year going into 2026. What could we expect from Blueface? Okay, hard work. He's working hard, getting his money back up. So this is good to see. So he went from the Five of Coins to the Two of Pentacles, you know, feeling like he's disappointed financially and, you know, he's not really happy with his finances. He's kind of juggling, going back and forth, which is understandable. Like, you know, he just came out of prison, right? So it's going to take him time. But in the near future, we could definitely expect him being focused. You know, this is someone that is focused and dedicated on their work, on their craft. We could hear new music from him here with the Star card. This could be new music, collaborating with other people. Okay, maybe featuring. He could be featuring on maybe there's an artist, like an R&B artist or another female rapper. Could even be Cardi B again, because Blueface was in a song with Cardi B, so he may do something else with Cardi B. Or a female, some female where he's like featuring, like he's a featured rapper on her record. Okay? But whatever it is that he's doing, Blueface is working hard to get his money back up, which is good, right? And I feel like he's doing that with the help of his mother, who's coming out as the Queen of Coins. Okay, so this is Blueface. This is what we can expect from him in the near future. So working hard, staying focused, staying dedicated. What else? What could we expect from Blueface in the near future? What are we going to see from Blueface in the near future? Okay, this card wanted to come out. The Three of Coins. Good for him. Good for him. So financially, he's going to do well. I feel like he's going to be back on top. You know, as far as like his resources, meaning home life, money, anything that has to do with the material world. I think is going to be on the up and up. And I do see collaboration here. This is the confirmation. The Three of Pentacles talks about working as a team, working with other people. And I do feel like he's going to be working a lot with his mom. He's kind of letting his mom do her thing, right? This is the mother's energy, Carlissa. So he's letting his mom take the lead position financially. She's in control of that, all right? And he's doing the work that he has to do behind the scenes. So yeah, this is definitely Blueface. We could see him partnering up with other people, possibly featuring on certain tracks with women and things like that, okay? What else? What else from Blueface? In the near future, what else can we expect? Can I have one more card? What else can we expect from Blueface in the near future? The Hierophant. Okay. Y'all, we may see Blueface be on his religious tip. He may convert or, you know, I don't know why I just heard Muslim, but religiously. The Hierophant talks about morality. It talks about religion. It talks about a priest or someone of high moral authority. So we could see him tapping more into his spiritual side, his religious side, being morally sound. So I feel like this is the last card for the near future for him. So in the near future, we're going to see him working hard at his craft. And we're also going to see possibly a different side of him, more reformed, okay? We may see him talk about how he's converted and now he's, you know, a particular religion. I don't know why I'm getting Muslim or something like that. But all in all, I do feel like this is what we can expect from him. The Hierophant also talks about marriage. So we can see him maybe talking about marriage or just being committed to his journey, his spiritual journey. I do see him elevating on a moral level, maybe being more aware of his actions and his words and things like that and how he presents himself. So we could see that too. I also feel like Blueface is getting advice from someone that is very wise. Okay, someone that he trusts. Could be a father figure, could literally be his dad, or it could be another gentleman, okay, who may even look like this, maybe a dark-skinned gentleman who looks like this. He's getting advice from this person on how do I move morally? Like, how do I conduct myself? Like, someone is giving him guidance on what it means to be a family man, if that makes sense, okay? So, yeah. And again, thank you so much for liking this video. All opinions and comments are welcome as long as you guys are not using profanity. I'm not censoring anybody. Say what you feel like I'm, you know, full of lies or if I'm on point. That is your opinion. As long as you guys are not using profanity, I have no issues with that. All right. What else? Can we clarify the Hierophant? Can I get one more card to clarify the Hierophant card? And then we'll move on to the distant future. Clarify the Hierophant. Okay, yeah. So this change in morality that we see in Blueface in the near future is going to come from something like some type of disaster happening. And we're going to see it play out. So we could see this. I know he has, his mother has like a reality show featuring the family on Patreon. So this change in him, in his personality, in the way that he thinks, and the way that he communicates and things like that, this change is going to be brought about, divinely brought about. So the Tower card talks about divine destruction. I always say that, God is not only in the creation of things, but God is also the creator and the destroyer, right? So the Tower card talks about, God stepping in, right? And destroying something that Blueface has built, or the structure surrounding Blueface, okay? This is going to be destroyed. It could physically be destroyed. This could talk about literally a house crumbling down. Maybe a house catching on fire too, so he needs to be careful with that. Or maybe the business, something. It could literally be this, or it could be figuratively, where whatever this destruction is something that is going to shock him. Is something that he wasn't expecting. Um, and the tower is here. It's like the hand of God saying, okay, you guys didn't want to stop this pattern of destruction. Well, I'm gonna help you get to it faster so that you can build something new. Okay. So the Hierophant is being brought on by this tower moment. Yeah. And I feel like it's going to humble him. This is going to humble Blueface. Okay. All right. Show me the distant future for Blueface. Show me the distant future. So between now and the next 5 years. Is he still going to be in the limelight? Are we going to see him on reality TV? Like, what's in the cards for Blueface in the next 5 years? Okay, so there was one card that flipped out. Hold on. The Page of Swords, you guys. So this is, I don't really like this energy, I'll be honest. The Page of Swords is someone that is immature, that hasn't learned a lesson, that could be depressed. This could talk about mental issues, mental illness, depression. Amy Winehouse being on this card in the beginning of this live, and you guys could, watch the playback, but in the beginning of the live, when I was shuffling, I did see this card come out. Like, I saw it, like it was showing itself to me, kind of like Spirit wanted me to see this as I was shuffling. And we all know that Amy Winehouse did suffer. Not only did she suffer from depression, but she suffered from, addiction, drug addictions and things like that. So this card coming out in the distant future for Blueface is crazy to me. Like, so this could either be Blueface, or this could be Krishan's energy, or a woman in his energy. And I feel like it's Krishan. That is really suffering from drug addiction and battling with it. And they're not winning. The page is someone that is young, or someone that is very immature. They lash out. They may speak their truth, but they're not very tactful in the way that they speak their truth. So this is someone that uses profanity, that doesn't know how to articulate. They're immature. I feel like this is definitely Krishan's energy coming up in his reading, because, obviously they have a child together. So she's going to be in his energy forever. Their bloodlines, the family bloodlines are now tied together. Okay. So yeah, the Page of Swords is drama. It's fighting. It's arguing. It's someone being immature, someone not being able to, maturely articulate themselves. So they're lashing out. This person, Amy Winehouse, I'm seeing the tattoo. So I definitely feel like this is Krishan. She may even get more tattoos. And Blueface may even get more tattoos. It's just, I don't know. He could be a bit depressed. What else in the distant future for Blueface? Yeah, okay, so he does speak his truth. I feel like there's some good that's going to come out of this. The Swords is a card of communication, so this could also talk about new music, him putting his feelings and his thoughts, right? Because this is also, your thoughts, your words. Him putting his thoughts into new music, or some type of creative endeavor that has to do with communication. Can I have one more card, please? Distant future for Blueface. One more card. Okay, the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands talks about action that's being done now in order to secure something for the future. Okay, so I do feel like, you know, there's a part of Blueface that feels like what he's doing now is setting up his family for long-term success. Okay, or at least that's what he needs to focus on, is long-term. Okay, and the bottom card is the Hermit card. So there could be, within the next 3 years, we may kind of see him go ghost. The hermit mode talks about someone going into self-isolation. They're purposely isolating themselves in order to gain wisdom and gain insight. So we may see him kind of go quiet for a little bit here. I'm getting between now and the next 3 years, like we're going to see a lot from him, and then he's kind of going to go ghost. Like we're not going to see much from him, right? Because I feel like this is where Blueface is going to be going through his shadow work, okay? With the Queen of Cups here. I'm not sure who this Queen of Cups is. Maybe it's, what's her name? Because isn't Krishana Pisces? So we could see them going through their shadow work and getting to a better space, maturing, growing, okay? So yeah, I'm going to move on to Romance Angels. Let's tap into love energy surrounding Blueface, okay? And for this reading, I'm using Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. This is an oracle deck. You can find that on Amazon. The cards that I'm using now, the Music Tarot, you can find that at Barnes & Nobles. Sorry, y'all. That was my 11:11 timer. So it's 11:11 right now. Okay. When it comes to romance, show me romance. Show me romance surrounding Blueface. Will him and Krishan get back together? Will he, because I know right now he's dating someone else. Okay, so we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I feel like this is someone stopping to smell the roses. So I feel like women may want to attach themselves to Blueface, but he's definitely moving like a single man, okay? There are people that are attracted to him. They find him attractive. A lot of women that are in his energy, they find him attractive. They want to be connected to him. But I'm more so getting that he's moving like he's single. Okay. What else? Somebody wants to get back together with give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So someone wants to get back together with him. This could be either one of his baby moms. It could be Krishan. It could be Jaden. I more so feel like this is someone that he wants to be with, and she doesn't necessarily want to be with him. So I feel like this is Jaden. Okay. I don't really feel like he wants to get back together with Krishan. I think Krishan is just part of the whole circus thing, you know, at least, you know, now. So I feel like this is him wanting to get back together with an ex and give their relationship another chance, working on their partnership. So this could be someone he dated in the past. It doesn't necessarily have to be Jaden, but this is an ex of his or someone he was with before romantically, and he wants to make things work with this particular person, okay? So it could be Jaden here, but I feel like she's not really into him. Like, she's kind of over it. And she said that publicly as well. Like, Jaden is over working things out with Blueface, okay? They've had a lot of back and forth over the years. So we'll see. What else? Clarify the attraction with the give your relationship a chance. Calling in your soulmate. It says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I feel like someone desperately wants Blueface back. And I feel like it's Krishan. And she's trying her best to stay connected to him. However, he wants this person. This is who Blueface wants. Whoever this woman is here, whether it's Jaden or whoever, an ex of his, this is who he wants. But this woman in his energy is like, no, he's my soulmate. Like, you're my soulmate. You're my person. And they are trying to, they're even praying. She could even be praying to Jesus, you know, because Krishan is, and she said this herself that she's, you know, she's converted. She's given her life to Christ, to Jesus specifically, and things of that nature. So she could even be praying for this, like, oh, praying for her family back, you know, saying, you know, Blueface is my soulmate. I want him back. I want my family back together, and things like that. And she feels like through prayer, she's going to win him back, if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So on the bottom card, we have let your friends help you with healing family issues. There is a lot of healing that needs to happen within their dynamic here. The fact that they call themselves a circus is very telling. Like, you guys are a family and y'all calling yourselves the circus. Like, welcome to the circus. I think that's crazy. But hey, if that's part of your brand, then you like it, I love it. But there is healing that needs to happen, so we could see them possibly filming where they are going to therapy. They could also film where they're going to see a family counselor or a family therapist or something that has to do with the family and children, okay? Children is very much on the forefront when it comes to Blueface. This is what he is working on. And I feel like his children love him. If you see, this man here is surrounded by his kids. They're embracing him. And I feel like this represents Blueface as a father. He's very much loved. And I do feel like he is divinely guided here. There's an angel above them, above him and the children. So we're going to see Blueface step up more as a father in the public eye. There's a lot of forgiveness that needs to happen here. Lots of healing. Okay. And I feel like the family, as far as like Carlissa and things like that, they are doing their best to support him and support the family dynamic with let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So this is, and Krishan needs to, I do feel like Carlissa comes from a genuine place when it comes to wanting to help with the kids and getting the kids together. That I feel is genuine. And I feel like Krishan needs to take that, you know, take the support and the help that they are wanting to give her with her child. Okay. Can I have one more card to close out this reading? One more card to close out this reading. Let's get one more card to... Ooh, okay. So that came out face up first, so I'll take it. Deception. All right. So the card that came out is deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. I'm not surprised that this card came out to close out their reading. Someone is not being themselves. Both of them are not. None of them are being themselves. Everyone's wearing a mask here. This person's wearing a mask. This person's wearing a mask. That person's wearing a mask. Okay. But the mask is going to fall off. So whatever is done in the dark is going to come to light. We are going to see it play out on the world stage. Okay. We're going to see it played out on the world stage here. But there is deception involved here. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of, and even when it comes to his love life, I feel like there's a lot of lies. He may, on the public, may be a certain way, but behind the scenes, he secretly wants to work on a relationship that he had in the past. And I do feel like this is with him and Jaden, because I feel like him and Jaden were friends. Okay. They were friends. They have many years, you know, they have decades together at this point. And he wants that dynamic back, but I don't think it's going to work because there's too many lies here. Too much lies, too much deception, too much fake shit going on for it to work. Okay, so they're not being honest. And I feel like multiple people are not being honest here. It's not just one person. Yeah, trust issues have been broken. Trust has been broken and needs to be rebuilt here. So if he is going to get back together with his ex, the trust needs to be rebuilt. They need to work on that. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen within the family. Okay. Yeah. So we have trust, and on the bottom we have new love. So he may even move on and date someone new and possibly propose to whoever this new woman is here. Whoever this new woman is that's coming up in his energy, he could propose to her. Okay? Or at least make a public commitment to her. Yeah, religious. So this could be marriage, the church, religious factors, okay? Yeah, he could propose to this woman here, whoever this new person. Y'all, I can't make this up if I tried. You see the cards. Yeah, could involve marriage, okay? All right, y'all. I think that's it. That's it as far as this reading. And thank you so much for liking the video. For those of you that are in here, thank you for liking the video. Also, share this video with whoever you feel like would, you know, enjoy this content. All right, you guys, I may come back a little bit later with another live, but I'm going to end this live here for now. Have an amazing day, you all, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.